In the shadows of a devastating conflict, a story of unparalleled resilience began to unfold. The year is 1970, and the Nigerian Civil War has just ended. For the Igbo people of the former Biafran region, the landscape is one of ruin and despair. Archival images flicker, showing cities turned to rubble, farmlands scarred by battle. The faces of the survivors, like that of a displaced man staring into an uncertain future, tell a story of profound loss. Their bank accounts were seized, their properties lost, and each individual was left with a mere £20 to rebuild a life from the ashes. This was not just an economic setback, it was an existential crisis. Yet in this bleak aftermath, the seeds of an extraordinary economic revival were already being sown, a testament to the indomitable spirit of a people who refused to be broken. From the very first days of peace, a powerful will to survive ignited across Igbo land. This wasn't a centrally planned recovery. It was a grassroots movement fueled by sheer determination. Communities armed with little more than their hands and a shared sense of purpose began the arduous task of clearing the rubble. They rebuilt their homes brick by brick, transforming scenes of devastation into symbols of hope. The marketplace, the traditional heart of Igbo commerce, slowly came back to life. A market woman with only a handful of goods to her name would set up a small stall, her presence a defiant act against despair. In the quiet moments, families would gather, their faith a source of solace and a wellspring of hope, praying for the strength to endure and the wisdom to rebuild a future for their children. At the core of this resurgence was a unique and powerful socio-economic institution, the Igbo boy apprenticeship system. This age-old tradition became the engine of recovery, a masterclass in shared prosperity. A young boy, often a relative or a trusted community member, would be taken in by a master craftsman or trader. This was no mere employment. It was a holistic education. The apprentice or Nwaboy would learn the intricacies of a trade, be it as a mechanic, a merchant, or an artisan, while also being provided with food, shelter, and guidance. After years of dedicated service and learning, a pivotal moment known as settlement or Idu Uno would arrive. The master would not just release the apprentice, but would provide him with the seed capital and connections needed to start his very own business, thus creating a new master who would, in turn, train others. This apprenticeship engine fueled a remarkable economic expansion that rippled out from Igboland to the rest of Nigeria and beyond. The small makeshift market stalls gradually transformed into sprawling, vibrant hubs of commerce, bustling with activity from dawn till dusk. Igbo-owned businesses began to proliferate, their presence becoming a common sight in cities from Lagos to Kano. This economic rise brought with it tangible improvements in the quality of life. Dilapidated houses were replaced with modern homes, and a generation of children who might have been lost to the war were now filling classrooms, their education a priority. The £20 note of 1970 had been multiplied 1 million times over, through hard work, ingenuity, and a deep-seated culture of communal support. Today, the legacy of that resilience echoes powerfully in the 21st century. It's visible in the successful modern Igbo entrepreneur, navigating the complexities of the global market with the same spirit that rebuilt a nation from rubble. It shines through in the countless Igbo achievements in business, technology, academia, and the arts, both at home and across the diaspora. The story of the Igbo economic recovery is more than just a regional success. It's a vital chapter in the Nigerian story. It stands as a profound testament to what can be achieved when a people bound by a shared identity and an unyielding belief in a better tomorrow decide to rise. Their journey from the abyss of war to the pinnacle of economic success remains an integral part of the nation's fabric, a symbol of unity forged in the crucible of adversity.